Hello everyone. For today we're going to look at dividing complex numbers. We've worked with adding, subtracting, multiplying complex numbers and powers of complex numbers the past few days. Today we're going to look at how to divide complex numbers. So when we're dividing complex numbers, that's going to look something like this problem here. 7 minus 3i over 2 plus 4i. Now, when we're dividing complex numbers, it's not really going to look like dividing two numbers, like 8 divided by 4 is 2. What we're really going to be doing is taking this expression where two complex numbers are being divided and simplifying it down into just one complex number. And we're going to do that using conjugates. So we've worked with conjugates before. If we're talking about the conjugate of something like a plus bi, a complex number, well, that conjugate is going to be a minus bi. So the same expression with just the opposite sign. So if I'm trying to simplify this expression where I'm dividing these two complex numbers, our strategy is going to be multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. So here the denominator is 2 plus 4i. So in order to simplify this, we are going to multiply top and bottom of this fraction by the conjugate of the denominator, which will be 2 minus 4i. So we're multiplying by 2 minus 4i over 2 minus 4i. So what we're really multiplying by is just 1. We're not going to change the value at all. We're just changing how it looks. Well, then from here, all we have to do is some foiling. We're going to multiply 7 minus 3i times 2 minus 4i in the numerator. So when we do that, 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times negative 4i would be minus 28i. Negative 3i times 2 would be minus 6i. Negative 3i times negative 4i would be plus 12i squared. And we'll simplify that after we multiply the denominator. When we multiply in the denominator, it should come out fairly simple. This is the nice thing about using conjugates, because when I do 2 times 2, that's 4. 2 times negative 4i is minus 8i. 4i times 2 is plus 8i. And 4i times negative 4i is minus 16i squared. So right away with the denominator, I notice minus 8i plus 8i, those are going to cancel out. And we're going to be left with no I terms here. If I simplify the numerator, well, let's see, 14 plus 12i squared. Remember, I squared is really negative 1. So this is really 14 minus 12. That's just 2. Negative 28i minus 6i is minus 34i. In the denominator, well, let's see, negative 8i plus 8i canceled out. We have 4 minus 16i squared, but I squared is actually negative 1. So this is really 4 plus 16. That's 20. And then to finish simplifying this, all we're going to do is reduce the fractions. We have two terms here, both being divided by 20. So we're going to split this up. Well, 2 over 20, that could reduce to 1 over 10. Minus, well, 34i over 20. I could divide out a common factor of 2. So 34 divided by 2 is 17. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So minus 17 over 10i. And this would be our final answer, 1/10 minus 17/10 I. So we didn't necessarily divide the two numbers we started with, we just simplified the expression down to one complex number, and this would actually be the quotient if 17 minus 3i is divided by 2 plus 4i. So let's try another one. Let's try 6 plus 2i divided by 5 minus 7i. And go ahead and pause the video here, try this problem on your own. And then after you try it, resume the video and we'll go through our answer and see how we did. So go ahead and pause it now, give this problem a try. All right, so you have the problem done. Let's go ahead and see how we did. In order to divide these, first thing I'm going to do is multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. That's going to be 5 plus 7i. So multiply by that on top and bottom. Then we're going to FOIL. So 30 plus 42i plus 10i plus 14i squared over 25 plus 35i minus 35i minus 49i squared. Now combine like terms. 30 minus 14 is 16 plus 52i. In the denominator, middle terms will cancel. What I'm really left with is 25 plus 49. That's 74. So now just simplify the fractions. Let's see, 16 over 74, I can divide out a common factor of 2. That would be 8 over 37. 52 over 74, if I divide out a common factor of 2, that's 26 over 37. So plus 26 over 37i. 8 over 37 plus 26 over 37i. So when you're dividing by complex numbers, all you really have to do is multiply by the conjugate of the denominator, and then simplify with some foiling and some simplification of fractions. So there's a few problems on Delta Math for you to try. Go ahead and give those a shot. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day.